You know what this? You know what the show needs? It needs like a big start.
That's funny.
It needs like a big bam.
I just want to be able to see you.
Yeah.
All right, we got CJ back in the studio.
Siege.
It was really rough the last couple of weeks. These guys didn't know what. There was a fire.
Thank God the
We
real
had no
brains is back.
Yeah.
CJ.
Yeah, we got. I like how CJ has 2 chaperones when they let him sit down. It's like
I
make a
love it.
wish. It's like bring your son to work day.
Oh look,
Like they let him touch the buttons, but they stayed really close. Like
how would you feel if the dude showed up he's just wearing a straight up Louisiana t-shirt?
These buttons don't work. We have the real set of buttons behind him, but we like to let him think that he can do something.
it's like that training car where they let you drive, but there's a brake pedal on the passenger side.
Good job, CJ. Yeah.
He shows up
Fuck y'all.
every 3
Yeah.
weeks. He just-
Well, hold on. Well, let's get into it. Well, CJ, what have you been up to, man? You've been
Day trading with an Armenian.
all right. So you're getting in the stock market at I guess a good time.
He's
I don't-
definitely getting into debt.
yeah. It seems like a real good time to get into the market, man.
Now's a nice time to go into business in the stock market with an Armenian.
Yeah.
But-
Welcome to California, CJ.
But I guess, and I didn't know this, and this is what CJ's been telling you can bet against the end of the world, and he's making a killing.
When it comes to picking stocks that are going to lose a lot of money, CJ's
CJ.
on it, man.
Is
He's
that what
got it.
happened?
He's like, wait, I can do that? I can
Gage's-
make money from losing money?
Gage's uncle's like, CJ, which ones do you think are going to work? And then he just bet all those to fail.
That's actually how it's been working.
Yeah.
Yeah, we bet against Tyson the other day. Tyson Foods.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because they had a bunch of plants closed down because they had
Can you bet?
corona outbreak.
Did they? So
Yeah, two people died.
I feel like I want to know whatever you're betting against, and I'm going to go spend all my money on those things.
He's betting against Tyson makes chicken, right?
Yeah, I can eat a lot of chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that would be through the roof right
How's
now, man.
TikTok doing? Is TikTok got a
Is
stock?
that publicly traded?
Yeah.
It's not publicly traded.
We can only hope.
How does that make money?
Ads?
They got ads on TikTok?
Yeah. I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's a Chinese company, apparently.
Oh, the damn
They're
Chinese.
just getting your info.
Mm.
All right, so we got CJ back in the studio.
Good to have him back. Yep.
We're still kicking it.
We had a weird day yesterday. I guess we can get right into it, huh?
Yeah.
We tried to go 24 hours with being blind, like no sight, like being blind.
Yep.
And it was harder than I thought it would be.
We blindfolded ourselves for 24 hours
Mhm.
and tried to do as normal life as possible.
So here's the trick,
And,
right? Well, Tuesday night we went to sleep with the blindfold on.
Mhm.
And then we woke up. We had to go 24 hours from when we woke up on Wednesday. Waking up was weird. Like waking up and not being able to like actually open your eyes.
Well, here's what started the whole thing. Let's talk about it for a second. Let's back it up. Okay, so like everyone else, we've been quarantined, locked in our house. I think I've watched everything I've ever wanted to on Netflix, Hulu. I'm so sick of looking at my screen and just being bored to death and just bombarded with all this terrible input. And I was just sick of it. I wanted to throw my phone away. And
Can I just say? I mean, everyone's like, "Oh, I'm so sick of looking at my phone." I like it.
you enjoy it.
What's so? Everyone's like,
See,
"Oh, I'm all over my phone all the time." It's
They
the
got
greatest,
you.
It's the
They got
greatest
you.
thing ever invented.
And Chinese engineers with their TikTok,
Yeah,
they got you,
They
bro.
got me.
So I'm done with it. I'm done with it. So I was gonna throw
hear
my
it.
phone in the river, and I was just gonna do without my phone. And for a long time, I'd always wanted to do this idea where I would just blindfold myself for 24/7, 24/1,
Yeah,
24/7.
yeah.
That'd be a
It's-
bit much.
It's a weird. It
and
was a
so
weird
I
idea.
told Matt about it, and he said he was down to do it. And luckily, we had Elaine as our chaperone.
You need, if you're gonna do this at home. First of all, I recommend everyone tries to do it, but you need like a Sherpa. You need someone that has sight that can still watch over you. Tim almost burned himself a few times.
Yeah, I used the stove. Made coffee a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Elena was pretty good. She only had to shriek once or twice, maybe 3 or 4 times. I don't know.
She had a lot of patience. I watched some of the clips. And by the way, we will what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a video into the post of this stuff.
Yeah, we'll insert some of the highlights of
some
us walking
clips,
around.
and we'll there's a really good one of when we go and we take the garbage out and try to check the mail.
We live in a 4-story apartment building, so we had to go to the first floor to get the mail
Mhm.
and the the garbage chute to drop off the trash. And Maddie was in charge of the trash, and I did the mail. I gotta say, I think we did pretty good,
You
man.
did better than I thought, dude. I watched the tape. We look stupid.
We look like
Idiots.
2 doddering old men
Yeah.
wandering around the place.
All right. Take the trash out.
Yeah, let's grab the trash.
All
and
right, you
then
do the trash,
recycle.
I'll do the mail.
Okay.
All right.
And
Are
then-
we all, are, Are we? Here, that's for Mace. Hey Matt, watch, look. Yeah. All right, I'm good.
All right, hold on. I'm in front of you guys, and I'm walking,
All right, that's.
and then you guys are taking out the
exit.
trash.
This should be the stairwell coming up next. Okay, just keep it moving. That door tricked me because I don't remember that door. We got slow boat.
Hold on, I'm walking backwards.
Oh, that was it. You already hit the wall. I made the turn, dude. Yeah.
Slow down. I'm walking backwards.
I'm waiting for the speed bump. Dogs. Dog. Okay, I hit the bump. All right, you hit the bump. I'm right behind you. Oh, there's the bump. Okay, so what I gotta do is I gotta. Oh, this is where it's gonna go. See. Okay, so. Gotta jump this gap. Okay. No man's land. Did you already find the trash hole? Yeah, dude. What? Yeah. Nailed it, bro. Alright, where you at? Okay, I'll find the elevator. Oh, I got it. You got it? I got it. Yeah. Elevator's ready. You hit it? Yeah. Yes. Oh, by the way, it'd be nice to have some braille in here. I got it right here. There's no braille? I don't know. I know where the button is. I'm writing an angry email. I hope it went down. Yeah, it went down. There better be braille on the buttons in the elevator. Alright, is the UG is on the left, right? It's on the left. Put up anyone in here. Yeah, hello? Hello? Alright, we're good. Gosh, that would be weird. Are you pressing the UG? Yeah, there's braille. Hold on. You don't know what? You don't know braille, though. Everyone chill out. Hold on. Bro, you gotta get this right, because we got him on the wrong floor. We're fucked. Lower. Jesus. Alright, we gotta put a bell.
I realized real quick, like, it would help to have a stick.
Oh, you need a stick or a dog
Or, well,
or something.
a dog would be fine. But
Yeah.
I could probably get by with a stick.
You know what's weird? Being in the apartment was fine. Like I could like kind of, your brain paints like a picture of what your surroundings are. It's very odd. Like what your brain will start overcompensating. Like you never seen the Daredevil show on Netflix?
No.
It's almost like I don't know. He uses this, but like yeah, like paints a picture. Like if you touch like a table that you're familiar with in your house, your brain will like shoot an image in your
totally.
head of like the dimensions of the table and everything.
I felt that really
So
strong.
that was easy to kind of get around. But as soon as we left the apartment, like going to get the mail and stuff, I felt like I was in no man's land.
People are like, stop touching everything.
Alright. I feel like we're. Alright, we're getting close. I hit this thing. Alright. Oh, perfect. I'm on the wall. Okay. I'm gonna guess 110. I know exactly where. I'm gonna hit it on the second one. Okay. Alright, it's the second row over.
You guys, there's somebody coming in the building.
Okay, stick it in. And it says the guy, it's not a St. Bernard, that's my grandmother. Oh, I remember that guy. I have to get our, just so we keep track, it's 1, 2, I think this one right here. So I'm on the second to the top, second row. You're gonna have to maybe. I'm gonna have to try that one. It might be the third one though.
Oh, you got the right one though.
Boom. Wow. Bro. That's good. Bro. Where are you? High five me. Where are you? No high five? Oh, seriously. I got it on the first try. Dude, Tim, that's impressive. Did we have mail? Yeah, we got something. Honey, who's got mail? Here, you guys check. What is this?
It's
What is it?
a simple truth ad.
Truth. I got some truth. Alright, where you guys at? Are we going back up? Going up is gonna be hard, man. Alright. No, the bottom left-hand button is the UG. This is the next one up is 1. Yeah. Ooh, where you guys at? I hit something. Okay. You're by the front, man. Wait, where are you? I'm just worried that I lost my bearings. Oh shit, I got it. Oh, alright. Ooh, I'm on the elevator. Ready? I got it. You got it? Yeah, here, we'll. Okay, hold on. I'm on the other elevator. Alright, we'll up here. Are you at the elevator? Yeah. Alright, make some noise. Hello. You hopefully that there. No, okay.
Yeah, we made it down to the lobby, and then we came back up and got off on the wrong floor.
That was hard.
And we just we sensed that we were on the wrong floor. We felt the guardrail felt weird, and then we were just kind of lost for a minute.
What was weird was, first of all, I feel like I walked quicker than you could around the hallways and stuff like that.
I was just more deliberate. Yeah,
Yeah,
I can.
you're
I'm sure I could walk faster than you.
You're. Wait, you think you can walk faster?
Yeah, you
than
win
me?
me and you beat me in the blindfold shuffle walk.
Hold
sure.
on.
Hey, man. Yeah. Don't leave me, bro. I got it. Okay, now. You did it? Yeah, I got it. All right, ready to go?
I'm in.
All right. Oh, this one I'm not as familiar with. Okay, hold on. All right, the lower left-hand button is UG, so go up one from that. There's like a call button. I feel like this is one right here. All right, well. Oh, you know what? Oh, it has a thing when we get out. We'll feel it. Does it? Yeah. Braille, yes. It's not Braille, but it's like raised. Okay. I'm like, does it have Braille? You don't fucking read that. I feel like there's a... Oops, shit. Where's the thing at? I'm out. Where's the button? This feels good. I feel like we're good, dude. Yeah, it's in. Oh, you know what?
Go back to the apartment.
Because this wouldn't be a railing like this.
Yeah, it is.
No, but it's.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it's not a planter.
It's like dirt, yeah. So right, we have to go back. We're on 3. No, we're on 2.
You can feel the button?
Yep, we're on 2.
There it is.
Wait up. Going back down. Come here. Right here.
Where's the...
Right here. Where? No. Right here.
That's it, too. Yep. We did it. I knew that they had the thing there. All right, so now we just gotta go down.
Yeah.
All right, pull it down.
Hopefully no one's in the
So you
elevator.
did it on the wrong...
Yep.
All right, let me do this.
Okay.
Where's the board?
Yeah, go for
Lady,
it.
you on?
Yeah, I'm right here.
All right.
Okay, there's that and there's that. This should be LG.
Dude, I got in. I hit a button real
You
quick.
hit the wrong button.
Who cares?
That's LG.
Dude.
So this should be 1.
Yeah.
LG's right there.
Okay. You gotta start being a little more.
Oh, that's definitely 2. There, I got it.
You got one?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Hey, make sure we wash our hands when we get back.
Oh my god, I'm so
This is grody.
I know, people have been freaking out about you guys touching everything.
They see us?
People see us?
Oh no.
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, I thought you meant like people in the hallway. Alright, I'm at the corner. Yeah, this is us.
110. Okay.
What's up?
Keys, bottom.
We locked the door?
Yes.
Yeah, we locked the door.
You do that.
You have the kind of keys I have!
Crazy. I know which one it is.
I know which one it
Okay,
is.
I was gonna say, I can tell.
I think I got it now.
Dude.
Not that one.
We're blind now. We're prime targets for getting
I
robbed.
would never lock my door. What is it gonna take? My
You're
pictures up the wall?
You're a blind guy. They're gonna come rob you.
I happen to have a whole lot of keys on my ring right now.
What do a janitor? I can feel
Not
it.
that one. I know. Ooh, that might be it. No, that's wrong. Gosh. I cannot believe you locked the door.
You want us getting robbed?
Who robs a blind person?
They're like, oh, 2 blind guys just walked out and didn't lock their apartment. We're definitely robbing those guys.
That one. I hear the who.
Behind blue eyes. I think this is the Limp Biscuit version. Yeah, that's Fred Durst. I guess we live here now.
Oh, this might be it.
I mean,
I think I got it.
I'll let you work it out, but I'm pretty good at this.
Are you good? Are you good?
We're good?
Bam. Dude, we did it.
All right.
All right, so
We were blind.
blindfolded. I'll give you that. You walked around the hallway faster than me.
Mm-hmm.
And when we got off on the 2nd floor instead of the 1st floor,
Yep.
and we had to realize that we were.
We figured that wasn't
okay.
that hard to figure out. It felt different, and then like the railings were different. That stuff. What I did, what was weird though, is it started off, obviously, but I gained a lot of perspective on like how. Do you take for granted how easy it is to just go around? We have no ailments, really. I mean, you're kind of stupid, but like other than that, like we don't have any like actual ailments that like
I got a lot going on up here.
people.
I'm walking through a minefield at all times, bro.
But
Whole
people
lot
have,
of nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
people have to live every day with like with limitations and restrictions. I don't know. I couldn't do it. I'm not that
Yeah,
I
we were
realized
two relatively healthy people, and all we did was lose our vision, and it
Dude,
messes up your whole.
I learned how mentally weak I actually was.
Oh,
Like,
he started losing it. He would get really upset.
dude, like just going to do like I wanted to go get something out of the fridge and just put it in the microwave, and that it took me 10 minutes. It was so hard,
Yeah.
And then I started getting frustrated, and I heard snickering in the background, and I started getting... Dude, there's nothing more frustrating than when you're blindfolded trying to do something you can't, and you just hear in the background...
I was telling him what to do, and I had no idea what
dude,
he was doing.
it's on your... Elena's telling me. She's like, like saying almost kind of... She's like, it's to your right. Like, I can't... I'm blindfolded.
It just sounded like you were doing it wrong.
Perfect. I don't want to do it with my hands, so.
No, you're doing great.
The butter? What's on there? Oh, you good? You got it out already?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't get over the hand thing. I mean, it's part of your. I had to use my spade to measure out the butter. I can't believe I got most of the egg on the plate. How do you plan on cooking that? Microwave? Probably the best. See, like, I'm trying to. You gotta use your hands, bro. Keep them locked. I
Don't lick your hands and then wipe your ass.
I don't want to use my hands. Don't wipe your ass. Ah! Travis, shut the fuck up! That's it, bro.
Keep eating it.
I'm doing dishes over here.
Oh my god. It's like half the fucking tray.
You can feel how big of a piece it should be, bro. Dude, this didn't work out well.
Oh my god. Hold on, I'm right here on the counter.
Then you have your number pad on the left. So if you just hit like 1111 and then hit start.
It's bubbling. Did you put on defrost?
I don't know. I hate buttons.
Oh no, hold on.
I was, dude.
He was growling. He was getting mad. And I was like,
Dude,
just chill, bro.
you get frustrated pretty quick. It's not easy.
He turned on the microwave.
You know what's not hard? Masturbating's pretty easy, though.
Okay.
That's not as hard to do.
You nailed it.
I didn't even
Was
try.
it better with the blindfold on?
I didn't even try,
Yeah.
actually. But I should have. Could have been easier. That's probably not too hard.
I don't know, man. I saw you trying to chop an onion.
That was... Dude, I did way better than you thought.
No, you did. Actually, I watched the video of it. You did worse than I thought.
No.
It sounded like you were doing okay.
Dude, I got a lot of onion. So I made these nachos, and I don't know.
You left the skin on the onion. Like, how long?
What a retard! He couldn't see the skin was on there. I was blindfolded.
It's finished product?
Oh my god.
Is it disgusting?
Oh god.
It's all good ingredients. How bad can it be? It's onions, chips, and cheese and hot sauce.
Oh, you murdered these.
Yeah, he's blind.
I know.
Plating doesn't matter. Am I hitting with hot sauce? What happened?
You can't feel it. I made a pot of coffee. I made scrambled eggs, bro.
Yeah, you did. These eggs look like shit.
No, I don't know what they look like. They tasted fine. I think I
didn't
nailed
see
it.
them either.
I think I nailed it. And the biggest thing is I didn't burn the hell out of myself. That's what I was afraid. Well,
Well,
I was using a frying pan.
you know,
we have a gas stove, so like we had open flame, which probably not the best way to do it. Two blind idiots.
That's how hard we're balling out in this place. We got gas stove. Dude, it was, you know what was weird?
Things
is,
are going well.
I got very bored very quickly. That was another thing too.
Well, you
like-
don't have the visual.
I know. There's nothing.
stimulation.
We did. We ended up. You know, it was a good show. We ended up watching Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. It's a good show. if
When he
you're
says
blind.
watching, we sat blindly in front of the.
But that's a
television.
good. I'm saying that's a good show for a blind guy
Yeah, it's all audio.
or girl.
Well, girls have trouble. with
2020. Yeah. It's a lot. They gotta use those brains.
You gotta gamble, and that's not gonna
A lot of
work out.
math
Yeah.
questions. And
I don't get it.
geography.
What was the answer?
Okay.
Who wants to be a millionaire?
This is what you're recording?
Last time you got up to $1,000 for your charity, the Pangea Network.
Goes?
Yes. Tell us a bit
There it
about
goes.
the Pangea
There it
Network
goes.
once again. The Pangea Network.
Ghosts always attack the blind people. I know that from horror films.
Through education.
Do you think blind people know like when earthquakes are coming more?
Like that. So
No.
it's an amazing organization.
Matt's girlfriend just kept going. What was it? B? C? I don't.
Well, she was reading the questions for us. But that was an easy one to watch. Jeopardy, I guess, would be a good one. Listen to some Joe Rogan.
Think you can beat me in Jeopardy?
100%.
Oh my
I beat you in a mental jog as well, bro. I don't know. Jeopardy.
I think you have what's called delusions of grandeur.
Mm-mm.
Really?
Mm-mm.
You think they're all right?
I don't know about Jeopardy. It depends on what the questions were. I'm not very. There's certain things I know, certain things I don't. But in a
Yeah.
40-yard dash, dude, I think if we were to do like a mile, I think you could take me. think you got more stamina in you.
I think I could give you 3 days to finish a mile.
I got to do whatever I got to do in like 10 seconds or less. You know
You're
what
a
I'm saying?
sprinter.
Yeah.
What about the shuttle run? You
I'm
think
built
you
for
can get me in the shuttle
speed,
run?
not for comfort.
All right.
Hmm?
I think you're. So what? I noticed also like when you're out, and we weren't just blinded. We kept our eyes closed the whole time, that was kind of weird. But after like 2 hours, I started like visualizing. Man, I was seeing like images go by. Like I just felt like I was either going down like through space or objects were falling away.
The way you're describing to me, and Anthony, you know, is the closest thing I could think of like a psychedelic, like he was like oh, everything was like shapes and patterns are going past me so quick. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of like what it is to trip a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Especially
It was weird. It felt like my brain was compensating for just seeing blackness, darkness. So it was like giving me images.
Dude, the hardest thing was physically having your eyes closed for 24 hours. It's like that
wasn't the hardest, but
that was really hard. Dude, it started to like not hurt. That's the wrong word, but like I don't know. I had to like rub my eyes and like your eyes don't want to be closed for 24 hours. They want to be open. Like even if you're blind, your eyes aren't actually closed.
And a lot of people weren't happy that we did it.
People were very upset. Yeah.
They were like, why are you doing this?
We went Facebook Live for a couple of videos and people were like angry.
Yeah.
Like, oh no.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
But it's like, all right, we were on quarantine anyways. It's one day out of your life. I wanted to experiment.
I will say, and Tim doesn't like when I bring this up, but if anyone's trying it out there, you have to really, because you're going to have to poop, you have to trust your wipes because you can't look. Everyone, you know the last wipe you see, you check to see if there's nothing left on the toilet paper. You can't look. So you really got to just trust Tim Aces. How did you poop?
Actually, I didn't.
You didn't poop?
No.
Fucking bird-bodied motherfucker. Listen, I pooped twice. And I think I did a good job. You just keep ripping in there because you have no way to judge. Let me ask you a question.
Give us more details. Everyone wants to hear this.
Okay.
Keep going.
When you do poop normally, you don't check your last wipe?
What is wrong?
I'm asking you an honest question. Oh, Tim doesn't poop. Sorry, everybody at home. Tim doesn't poop. He's like a hot girl.
I just don't care about your wipes.
I'm asking about your wipes, Charlie.
I'm fine. I got to figure it out. I got to figure it out. We're all good.
Weird he gets around about poop talks. Like he doesn't poop.
No one gives a shit there.
Yeah. Love that soundboard.
That's Matt's set.
So that I don't know. That was pooping was hard. Well, not hard, but
brushing your teeth. I nailed it on the first run.
You know what's weird?
Second run, I got toothpaste all over the place.
Everyone can do this at home. Next time you go to brush your teeth, do it with your eyes closed. It's hard to judge how much toothpaste is going on there. Everything is hard.
The other thing I didn't realize was how hard it was to actually just eat with a fork and a spoon.
Yeah.
Like you drink from a cup, you pretty much got that one down. You know, unless you're drunk or whatever. But eating with a fork and a spoon, I was shocked at how difficult that was.
I think it's cooked right. Seasoned right.
Yeah, they look perfect.
Yeah. I'm really shocked at how much harder it is to use a knife or a fork or a spoon.
Yeah.
Right? It's so much harder than I thought.
When I was eating the cold bean salad, I was like, is this like just...
It wasn't like really hard, but it didn't just go like right in.
I was drinking that can of LaCroix and I just like chinned it. Like it's weird, like stupid. You
It's like
think
your
it would be
whole mouth
easy.
was
Yeah.
flying.
Like,
That was funny.
it's weird. But and then like I don't know, like I said, good thing we did have Elena there to help when we did need help. First she broke my trust first thing though. I didn't think I was gonna be able to trust her because so I wake up, no idea what time it is. I can't check, so I ask her. She's my Sherpa on this. I go, "What time is it?" I was like, "I'm still kind of tired. I think I'm gonna go back to bed." And she's like, "Oh, it's like 11:30 already." I'm like, "Oh, I guess I better get up." So I get up and take a shower and start shaving. It's like 7:30 in the morning, dude. And then she tells me that she's like, it's only like 7 in the morning. And I was like, you lied to a blind person. Like who does that?
Evil.
Who lies to a?
Don't trust the bitches, bro.
I could
Not even a blind man.
I could just see her like going to where blind people hang out, you know, wherever they do, and just fucking with them. Yeah.
Smacking them around.
It's a pull, not a
making
push.
bird sounds.
Yeah. Just fucking
locking the doors, moving furniture around. I did that one time. We have a rolling chair that was in the living room. I left it in the middle of the living room. That's the thing, man. You start memorizing where all the furniture is, and I left that rolling chair in the middle of the room. And I hear him bang into it. I was like, oh, that was me. I'm sorry.
I almost broke my neck on your shoes, too.
Yeah.
That was a bad one.
That was the first night, right?
Yeah. We did a dry run.
I think that's a bad one. I'll be able to tell.
I'm coming behind you.
All right, well, I'm turning on the stove.
All right, well, watch out. All right, I'm getting water. I'm in the fridge.
Dude, I'm doing the stove right now.
I'm in the fridge. Just don't back up. All right, drop a thumb.
We're gonna go.
Hold on. Drop a thumb in
All right,
there.
run. That feels like the front. Oh boy, here we go. We've got fryer. I probably should have said fryer.
Careful,
Oh
Tim.
shit! All right, we're going.
Tim.
Are you overseeing this?
He's terrified.
Honey, are you at least overseeing the...
I can't breathe. I can't figure out
I got
how to tell you
water.
what to do.
No, I got it.
Okay, try.
You know what I learned real fast? Set the pot down first.
Yes.
It's not hot.
Okay, perfect.
Alright,
Great
there we
idea.
Oh, yeah, set the pot down first.
Yeah, I was like, oh, just turn it on first and find out where the flame is. Very good idea. Because once it's going, it's going. That feels centered. That feels pretty good.
I definitely agree.
I don't see how you're going to be able to pour it into the...
You don't think I can fucking pour? I just turned around and gave you a look.
Dude, I'm crushing
Well,
water.
I can
put
tell
the
you
stove
that
back
you
in.
are holding the correct burner knob.
All right. Ooh, no.
All right. Now, you know what they say, a watch pot doesn't boil, so you let it. Oh. That's the other thing. Be careful what you leave. All your shit's just gonna
By the
get
way,
doctored out.
we can't have any of
Hello,
this.
love.
Can't have any of this, goddammit.
Hello, love. What?
Oh, you can't see me. I'm angrily waving your shoe in the air, Tim, because it was in the middle of. I was fucking broke my neck on it.
All those little shit's gonna be so.
You
Well,
can't
but
leave
see,
a
the thing,
fucking shoe.
Like, you'll adapt to that life, so like you wouldn't leave
I
this
know.
cup sitting right here because that's
No.
it's going on the floor.
But I'm about to get jacked, guys.
Either which way, we'll post some videos on it. You can also just go to our Facebooks if you want to see some video of it. Check it out and try it at home if you think you can do it.
Yeah, I say
24
try
hours.
it. You think you can do it, CJ?
24 hours,
24
no
hours
sight.
of blindness?
I don't know, man. I'm smoke a lot of weed, so I feel
Yeah.
like that would be really difficult.
I did smoke weed, and that wasn't as hard.
He smoked all day long. Like he immediately knew how to do that. And it was funny. Like when you can't see, your ears are more sensitive, and I would hear the lighter, and I'm like, hey, this motherfucker's smoking again.
You know it's a motherfucker. Okay, you know like when you have
He'd pack a bowl. He did the whole thing, man.
you know when you have eyes and you lose your lighter and you can't find it and you're like fuck me, like it's so frustrating. Try doing that blindfolded. I lost my lighter like 30 because I only have one lighter in the house, and you'd think like I'm gonna remember when I'm putting this down. I would get high. I would just leave it somewhere, and then
You're like a crackhead crawling on the
I know.
carpet
And
looking
then
for
like
a lighter.
I'd be like, Elena, where's the lighter? She's like, figure it out.
Yeah.
And I was it was bad. Yeah, I was just like crawling around the whole day. Like,
Managed.
I found it.
Never lost that one.
That part wasn't too tough. But then you know what was Matt? I did run out of weed, and I didn't want to go to the weed store.
What'd you do?
I asked Elena to go for me, and she wouldn't do it. I know.
You were fine.
I'm giving her all this shit. We
You were
told
fine.
her,
I don't know how
we're
much you smoked yesterday, but it seemed like I was hearing that click click a lot
It was
yesterday.
a decent amount.
Yeah.
It was okay.
I fixed the TV.
Yeah.
Blind.
How'd you do that
Yeah, I got
blindfolded?
skills, man.
That was weird. I was blindfolded during that.
We lost the Fire Stick went out. The Wi-Fi went out, and so I'm giving her like step by step instructions. All right, well check on your laptop, see if you still got Wi-Fi. She had Wi-Fi on the laptop. She unplugged. I don't know what she did. So I just got up and blindly went over and reset the Fire Stick, and
I don't know how you did it.
Yeah.
Do you think you could blindly, like, do?
And then she's like, "Oh my God, it's working!"
She couldn't
Yeah,
figure.
I got it.
She had a hard time. Like, we're watching this. She's like, "How do I get out of YouTube?" And I'm like, "You got the eyes." Like, how? She's also owned this Fire Stick for like years. She's watched everything she's ever watched for the last years on this Fire Stick. It's got 4 buttons on it. You ever seen a Fire Stick? She's like, "How do I get out of YouTube?" we're blind. Oh, poor girl.
But I don't know if we could have done it without her.
No
It would have been hard.
dude.
I wouldn't have cooked, that's for sure.
We played a game of darts blindfolded. We have a dartboard in the house.
that was
We were we
Steel
better?
tip darts.
Yeah, not even like this. The first couple rounds were like hitting the windows and the wall.
We
And
got better,
We
though.
got the hang of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, like she helped us out.
She
by
turned
telling
me a
us,
little
like,
bit.
go to the left, go to the right. Yeah.
Shoot to the right.
Oh, that was definitely the window on the left. Or take a step to the left and aim a little bit more to the right.
All right, here we go. All right. Where's that lady?
That is very much so nowhere.
Okay.
I don't know where it went.
Gotta be somewhere.
Did it hit the board?
It's not like hit the wood or the wall or the. Well, it hit something.
Oh, you're all the way over here by the window. In the wall.
But it's going way right.
4 feet away.
Okay.
Oh.
Are you clear, honey?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Hey there.
Thanks for playing, folks. You can catch us next week on another.
Yeah, we were throwing steel tip darts. I hit the window at least once.
I did, yeah. I thought,
And then when he would shoot, I could hear it. I'd be like, oh, that didn't sound good. That did not sound like the dart.
I'd be like, I'm going for 20s. It was fine.
It was
though.
crazy how much your hearing just picked up everything though. Man.
Yeah, I heard like I didn't realize how many birds lived outside
Mhm.
until like you take your eyes away, and yeah, like it's I didn't like it at all. I thought going into it like I'll tell you what, now I have way more respect for people. I think
Oh, my
it'd be easier to be deaf than blind. I think I know that now.
I can't imagine like walking around the streets. I remember I was in Fort Lauderdale. I was in downtown Fort Lauderdale, and I'm on Broward Boulevard, and I see this guy all by himself, and he's got the orange and white stick, and he was crossing Broward Boulevard, which is I mean that's like it's like US 1. It's a busy road. There's 3 lanes each way, and he was crossing the street all by himself with the stick, and I was at the red light, and I see him, and I'm like, geez, I can't believe this. But what caught me was he had like orange pants and a bright purple shirt
Fuck yeah.
with green print on it. And I started laughing. I was like, oh, whoever dressed this poor guy was playing a trick on him because he looked like a clown, right?
That's not what that was for.
And then as he gets up closer to me, you remember those shirts, the oversized T-shirts that would say like "Choose Life"?
No.
Do you remember those? It was just like real big bold print, and it just said "I love Dick" on it. Somebody, I don't know if he knew that was what was on his shirt, but it was funny enough that it was purple and orange.
oh
He's wearing
man,
a shirt that says "I love Dick."
maybe it's just his favorite shirt.
It might be.
First of all, how do you know he's not a homosexual?
I don't.
And he likes dick.
I don't. It'd
think-
actually be way more
I think
fun
the-
if
the-
someone just pulled that.
I
prank
think
out.
I honestly think that those colors and orange, I think it was just more like a safety precaution. Like he stands out more.
So that people can see
People
him.
can
So
see
it was
him.
for my choice.
Yeah.
or for my-
Plus, you're gonna notice a guy that's got orange shirts and a purple shirt that says
I
like
remember
dick.
him
Yeah,
4 years later.
that's
yeah.
what I'm saying. You didn't hit him. You didn't. Did he ask you for the time? Did you tell him the wrong time? Just a
Oh,
fucking
that's what it was. 11:30.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine going outside or getting on a city bus.
I don't know. Like
I would
what?
be petrified.
What job do you think you could do blind?
There's a lot. People do a lot of stuff.
Phone sex operator,
Mostly piano player.
piano player. I started to do a lot of Stevie Wonder stuff.
Mhm.
Like I'd be like, wow, like I was shaking
It
my
kinda
head around
helps
a lot. Like I was, dude, like straight up. When we were eating, I was like
Yeah.
trying to listen to people and like.
It gives you like it's a spatial thing. You know, it's like a cat's whiskers. You just start waving your head around.
Could you play the piano like Ray Charles?
I was playing air piano all day. I was singing so much Hall & Oates, man. It was crazy. I was like, she's out of touch. I'm out of time. But I'm out of my head when you're not around.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Pretty good.
It was funny. Like my phone kind of has voice recognition, but not really. And it worked for the one time, and then I hit something else, and it didn't work anymore.
Dude, so iPhones have so the day before I was playing with the phone scene, I'm like, all right, maybe they gotta have a blind setting or something like that. And they do. It was so hard to use. I was just like, forget it.
I mean, if you had it all set up, it'd be fine. But I wasn't
Well,
able to set mine up the day before.
I guess if that's all you know, like because iPhone has one, like everything you touch on the screen, it'll tell you what it is and stuff. You know,
it's like that. You get
it's hard to like toggle the stuff. You have to like double. It's hard. Or I'm stupid, or both. I don't
Mine
know,
worked, but mine worked until I touched something and I knocked it off. So it's like that one phone call you get. I got one voice command, and it was play Hall & Oates.
yeah,
That was the only call I got. I got it to play Hall & Oates one time, and it was the vocal isolation track. It wasn't even a regular song.
that was a good one though.
That's all we got to listen to.
If I was blind,
And then he sang it all day long.
yeah, it's bad. If I was blind, I'd wear gloves. I know that because I touch so much stuff. When we were
got a lot of feedback.
walking
on
in
that.
the building, we were touching walls and feeling everything, and we were on Facebook Live. People were shitting themselves.
Yeah.
They're like, "You're touching things."
Yeah,
we
'cause
washed our hands.
It really hurts for a blind guy in the middle of COVID because you got like that's your sense, man. So I was
Dude,
just
yeah.
going down the hallway, and at the time I wasn't even thinking about that at all.
Yeah.
And then I got a lot of messages.
I
saying,
will
"Don't touch
say this: you're not gonna like this. I was at least a man yesterday, and tried to pee standing up, and was like, I'll deal with the consequences later. Tim peed sitting down.
Well, he comes out and he's like, "I pissed all over my feet.
I did
How
not
are you
piss
doing?"
I did not pee all
And I
over
was
my
like,
feet.
I was like, "What are you talking? Just sit down. You gross."
I'd rather
It's nasty, bro.
No, I'd rather pee like a blind man than sit
All
like
over the floor, all over
sighted
your
woman.
shoes. No,
I didn't
man,
pee
just
on my
sit
shoes
down.
or the
It
floor.
smelled like you peed all over everything.
Oh, you can hear the water.
Eventually.
Shut- I'm not- yeah. You just. It's not. All right.
Take a minute off. Sit down.
It wasn't that hard for me. I sat once after you had said that, and it didn't feel right. I was
Well, were you facing the wall?
yeah. No.
This is weird.
No, I just felt, I don't know. Also, what was weird was Elena would be around, and she was like, filming us and just kind of hanging out.
Elena was shifty, though.
Well, we told her, she did a great job. And if it sounds like we're pooping on her, we're not. Because we told her, we're like, don't be too intrusive. Like, we wanted to try to, So she did
There's
great with
space.
that. But it was weird because, like, she'd be, like, behind me and wouldn't say anything. And, I'd turn around and just go to walk, and I'd just bump her. And it would scare the shit. Dude, it's so scary.
Feel her, yeah.
Like, you think you're just going to walk into air, and you're just like a human. And you're just like, it freaks you out.
And then
man.
she would snicker at you.
Oh, and she's like, yeah. She's like,
And you're like, you can see me. I can't see you.
it's hard, dude. I going back
We
to
bumped into each other a couple of times.
a few
It was kinda
times.
funny.
There was the funniest thing was when we're getting on the elevator too, and I was like, oh, good, they have Braille, and Tim's like, you can't fucking read Braille. And I was like, that's a good point.
Oh yeah, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, I was like so excited. I'm like, Braille. Like I thought just because I have a
helps at all.
blindfold on, you could automatically read Braille, but you can't.
No.
You can't. No, it doesn't work like that.
No.
And it's only numbers, so you would think like 1 dot would be 1, 2 would be 2.
No, they make it
It's
like
not.
19
They're like
dots to be like,
triangles
this
and
is
shit.
1. That's weird. Whoever invented Braille,
Mm.
fix it.
Just emboss the letter.
Yeah, I don't-
Fix Braille. We're
Just make
blind.
it look like the letter.
He's blind for 1 day. He's
You know what's
It's already
funny? I'm like,
complaining.
make it look like the letter. If you're born blind, you wouldn't know what the letter looks like.
Yeah, but you could learn it.
Like Helen Keller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next time I do it,
Water.
I'm gonna go blind and deaf.
I thought I thought I was so smart because I figured it out. Like when I'm filling up water to like hang my thumb in the cup like half an inch, and that I did feel like Helen Keller. I'm like water. Like,
I did that with the coffee when I was pouring it into the mug. I put my finger in it, and then
yeah,
it's like boiling hot water. So I was like,
it was tough.
that wasn't a great plan.
I think if I was blind though, job wise, it had something speaking.
You got to do something. on
Phone
the
sex
You
operator.
can do stuff on the computer.
Computer. Well,
Yeah, you can do it.
couldn't do like video editing.
Yeah, you can't.
I'm just saying, like you could.
Probably be hard to be a photographer as well. Yes.
This is great. All right, hear me out. This is a good story. I'm doing comedy.
yeah.
I'm young and impressionable. Maybe I'm 2 years in. I go to Orlando Improv, and I'm hosting a contest, the Florida's Funniest Contest. The manager's like, "Hey, we have a videographer. She's in the back. Her name's Karen. Go check in with her because I'm the host."
Videographer.
Yeah, videographer. That's what it's called. So she's like, "Go check in with Karen. She's in the back, and just let her know you're the host, and she might have some cues where you have to stand. Yada yada." I'm like, "All right." So I go in the back. I see 2 women back there. One woman's kind of just sitting there hanging out, telling the other lady what to do, and the other lady's setting up. And I go up to her. I'm like, "Hey, Karen, I'm Matt. I'm the MC. Good to meet you. Whatever." And the lady setting everything up. She's like, "I'm not Karen." And I look over, and the lady staring at the wall. She's like, "I'm Karen." And I'm like, "You're Karen, the videographer?" She's like, "Yes." And I'm like, "Okay, this lady's 100% blind. She's the videographer, not the assistant, who I guess is really doing the videographying." But
That's
So-
such a blind Karen thing to do.
her name was Karen too, yeah. And it was literally Karen's videography, and she was blind. She's
A blind videographer.
making fun of this poor lady, but and she just shouted directions at the other lady, like center it,
How did she?
and then the lady would center it, and then like, yeah,
All right, cut the camera too.
yeah. She's like, make sure
Yells it out.
everyone's in the shot, and then the lady would be like, okay. She's like, all right, now roll it. I swear
And
to
she's
God,
charging money for this.
yeah. And dude, what's fucked up was all the comics.
Did you get your tape? Was it
well,
just
if
like a bunch of pictures of
Yeah,
like the
if you-
crowd and
if you
the
want,
steps?
it was just your feet the whole time.
Yeah, yeah.
But what happened was, if the comics wanted a copy of their set, they had to go pay her $20.
The blind, you could just give her a 1.
We gave her Monopoly money. That's what we did. We're just like, yeah, we're like, here you go. It's like,
Did you actually see your set?
No,
Oh.
no, I never did. I didn't care. But it was
For all you young aspiring comics, never pay a blind videographer
it was
for a
the
set.
weird- it was just
You're
the
better off going
weirdest
to
thing.
Flappers.
Because I was like, so it made me think that she must have been a videographer and then went blind. You're not born blind. You're
So
like,
she knew the commands.
I'm getting into videography. There's no way that's too.
You know,
close.
it'd be perfect for her. For her to sit like over there and do the all your little sound toys.
Tell CJ what to do.
She could do all the sound effects. She
Yeah.
could do like the sad trombone and all that stuff.
How does she know what a fire truck looks like?
That's a job for a blind woman.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, she'd be all over it, man.
We I don't know. Could you think you could be? You know what? You have to anything you touch in your hands. Like,
Did you say anything to anyone else there? Like, hey, did you guys see that
dude.
the video lady can't see?
Okay, it was 20 comments.
everyone
on the
in-
show. You don't think
oh,
we're all
okay.
in the green room
Yeah.
rolling on the floor laughing,
Yeah.
dude? It was bad. It was like everyone's like, "Did you check in with the lady?"
Let me ask you this: who was worse at their job, the blind video lady?
Every
or the
one of the
fucking
comics.
19 comics
Every
that
one
were
of the
trying
comics,
to win a
dude.
contest.
It was awful.
She
I'd
made
rather
more
watch.
money.
I'd rather watch Karen's home movies.
Yeah.
Every day of the week. Than watch these guys talk about their whatever. It was open. It was one of those just like open. Well, it wasn't open mic, but
Like you guys deserved a sighted videographer. Come on, man.
no, that's what you get. Yeah, at that point.
You were at blind.
Every comic was
video
2 years
level.
or less. They're like, yeah, get Karen. She's cheap. It was. Well, do you think?
What was the name of her company? Did you get her card or anything?
No. It was. I literally think it was like her name was in it. It was like videos by Karen.
Karen's almost in frame video.
Like her name. Yeah, her name was in it. I wanted. Oh God. I wanted to be like. It should have been most underpaid assistant photography or whatever. That should have been called.
For
This
sure.
fucking
Yeah,
poor
that
girl.
girl's earning an Oscar.
Man, you got to have a lot of patience to be doing all of that for a blind person. They're yelling at you. What are you, fucking retarded? Get him in the frame. And you're just like, God. Like,
We've all had bad bosses. Could you imagine you're a cameraman and your director is blind? And you're getting corrected and directed?
You probably just do whatever you want.
I'd be like, yeah, I got
and they're
this.
yelling at. They're probably not even in the same room. Like, all right, and she's just yelling in the closet. And they're like, you nailed it. They wouldn't know. I don't know.
What a chip. Didn't you
It's
say
bad.
that's what happens when parents tell their kids they can do anything they want to do?
True. Yeah. That's what I was laughing because I'm like, she's probably born blind, and they're probably like, Karen, don't let this get you down. You can be anything you want when you grow up. And she was like, I'll be a videographer.
How do you? No, she couldn't have been born blind. How do you even describe? How do you even?
No, that's what I'm saying. She had to. I think
explain a video camera.
there's a big difference between being born blind and like going blind.
Yeah.
And I think if I had, after my whole 24 hours of experience, I think I'd rather have been able to see and then gone blind than be born blind.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just for reference.
Can't
and stuff.
explain sight. I don't know if they can even understand.
Yeah. I don't know. It's all started because you got mad at being on Twitter too much. What?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, what got you all hot on Twitter? You were getting a lot of heat.
I'm
about
so sick of social media, man.
bacon?
I'm so sick of it. Yeah. I lit the Twitter world on fire.
Yeah.
With a real hot take on bacon grease.
Oh boy. So, all right. Elena, who I do love, my girlfriend. She has this thing, which apparently is the normal thing to do.
Mhm.
She cooks bacon. She doesn't just put the bacon grease in the drain or down in the sink. She stores it in like a little can, like a half of an aluminum can, and then she freezes it in the freezer. Anthony's shaking his head, yes.
Hold on.
And then she throws
Wait,
the
I
frozen
don't-
puck of grease
He
in the
started
trash.
nodding his head before you got to the key element. She doesn't just pour it into a can. She took a Coke can,
Yeah.
a pair of scissors, cut that in half, and then poured the grease into the Coke can, and then put it in the freezer.
To let it freeze into a grease
Let it
hockey
freeze, took it out, wrapped it in tin foil, and then threw it in the garbage.
puck. Right.
It was a 7-step process.
To throw it away. So
That's a bit much, don't you think?
Tim.
And by the way, it wasn't like she deep fried 40 pounds of French fries.
Like
She
six-
made 4
6 strips
strips
of
of
bacon,
bacon.
yeah.
It was like 2 tablespoons of bacon. So I'm watching her do this project, and she's asking me for tools and stuff. I was like, "Why do you need my jigsaw? What are you doing in there?" And
I need a sander.
yeah, she's got a file in there to file because you can't just cut the can and it's sharp. You got to file down the edges.
It was a lot.
It was ridiculous. I mean, it was fucking ridiculous. And we live in an apartment. It's got industrial sized plumbing in there. The downpipes are 4 inches at least,
big pipes.
and then they go to 12. And I understand, like, you hear this myth, like you can't pour bacon grease down. And that's if you're making bacon every single day and pouring gallons of bacon
like
down there.
Denny's has a grease trap.
Yeah.
Sure, they need it.
So when I saw her do that, I just thought it was funny and whatever. I'm not gonna get upset. So I made a tweet about it, how crazy that was, and oh my god, women just lost their mind.
The Twitter world blew up on Tim because he poked a little fun. He's like, "Oh, this is how crazy the quarantine's getting. My roommate's doing this nut stuff," and everyone's like, "Dude, like angrily, all caps, all red.
How dare you put-
never, ever put grease in a dude." Like people thought if we dumped that grease down the drain, people were like, "Oh, she saved you thousands of dollars in plumbing bills."
I'm
What?
49. I've never called a plumber in my life. Like,
Dude.
just it's a P trap. Open it up.
I don't know, man. I never like before. I didn't cook a lot, but on the times I would growing up before I met Elena, the times I would cook bacon or something with grease, I just put it right in the drain, dude. Nothing
Wow.
happened. I never had to call a plumber. Nothing.
Or just pour it in the garbage, whatever.
Yeah, it
I've
could go-
never seen 7 steps to get rid
Wait,
of it.
why couldn't it go? Why can't it just go straight into the garbage?
Elena?
If it's too hot to go in the garbage can,
Yes.
or
You're going to melt the garbage
melt the
can?
garbage can.
All right, so okay.
See, I usually pour it in a cup or something.
Cup.
And save that.
But you
shit.
reuse it, right?
So everyone said that
'Cause
too.
you're from the South.
They want to reuse the grease.
Everyone said that. How dare you pour out bacon grease? It's like throwing away a baby or something.
CJ saves it for a cereal or something.
saved-
and then, he just dumps it in there. And then,
Put it in your protein shake in the morning.
Yeah.
We'll get going.
I got baptized in that shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'll put them
shit.
in my hand grenades, man. I'll tell you what.
He's like, you threw away bacon grease. That's blasphemy.
Tinfoil. Put it in a little tinfoil. Oh, like a little foiler, and then I don't know, man. But
just
anyway,
seemed
but
like a
people,
lot.
yeah,
So-
I had no idea. And then just watching people like the comment section. I guess anything online, but like your Twitter, there was like infighting, and people were
Yeah.
like, "She saved you thousands of dollars in plumbing," and I think it was a big overreaction. But you know what? We have brought this up now multiple times. I mean, dude, there's two guys.
They were both
CJ's
agreeing
a
with
single
him.
young bachelor.
Oh.
He knows to do.
Everyone
Or
knows
maybe
the thing.
we're stupid.
I think it's one of those things. I don't know. Like, it's one of those things that everyone is just told when you're young and just goes with it.
But there's some myths out there that aren't.
Ah.
Okay, so here's another one that you don't agree with. So like, and this is something that I was even told a long time ago. I don't know if it's true or not, but like, you don't put like a pan in the dishwasher because it's bad for it. And then Tim started breaking the logic down.
We
He's
got
like,
into that one too.
he's like, wait, the thing I put on direct flame is gonna get ruined because some hot water gets on it in a dishwasher.
She got
And
mad-
I think he's kind of right now. And I've been told my whole life not to do it.
yeah, they got mad at me about that one because I put it the pan in the dishwasher and he was, oh yeah, no, we don't do that around here.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
I'm
we
like, well,
don't-
what-
You know, we don't do that. It's code for I've got yelled at for doing this. So we don't.
It's like,
do it.
whoa, what's gonna happen? And then when you ask that question, like no one knows.
My
What's gonna happen to the steel pot that's in a dishwasher?
what does that say?
Yeah, never put grease.
Oh my gosh.
It says the drain is where liquids go when it's hot. Bacon grease is a liquid, but don't do it. Don't throw leftover bacon grease down the drain because that is definitively the wrong way to dispose of bacon grease. That's all it says.
Yeah.
Who says it's the wrong way? It doesn't say it's going to ruin your pipes.
Well, what
Anything.
I mean, I know what happens. It coagulates and
I know, but you
But-
know how pipes work, right? They start small and they get bigger.
Get
and
bigger as it
bigger,
goes.
bigger. Also, when that grease goes down the drain, it's boiling hot. It's going down with hot water. The hot water's flushing it all out. I just don't see how
No.
it's going to stop
you're
it.
okay. Don't do it every day. Don't pour gallons, but a couple of strips worth of bacon, you're fine.
I think. Okay, listen.
And that's from me.
I was going to
Someone who
say,
doesn't know shit about
dude,
shit.
I may secede here where I said we might be wrong on this because we brought this up a lot and no one has agreed with us on this one.
Again, it was more the cut the can in half and freeze it that got me going.
Freeze it just to throw it away. I like that move.
That was the odd part. Because
Wrap
like
it
I
up.
said, you could easily just pour it in the garbage can or wait for it to get room temperature and scrape it into the garbage can.
I love how when you brought up that Phil Hartman SNL sketch of the anal
was so-
retentive chef,
It was so perfect.
it was almost like that. If if you ever seen it, it's his SNL sketch, the anal retentive chef Phil Hartman. He like it's an anal retentive chef, and he's like, okay, we're going to have to throw this away, and he does the same thing. He does like this 10-step process of how to throw something away.
Making fun of what she was doing, and she
Yeah.
did it exactly.
Well, hey,
So
We-
sorry, Twitter.
we ate the.
And see, here's the thing. I don't know if you guys are on. This is why I went blind for a day. I'm so sick of it. I have a big Twitter following,
Yeah,
and they're
know-
all so
I know.
fucking sensitive.
I know, but you know what's funny about that? You and not to call you out here, but you were like, "Hey, I want to get off the grid, get off social media, so I'm going blind for a day." And the whole time we were blind, we're telling Elena to videotape us and go live, and you're just like, "What are the comments saying?" And she's like, "This
That's-
person said this." You're like, "Wait, what? Read me the comments." We were still all over social media.
No,
No?
I wasn't like read me the comments. I would have done it. I was gonna do it by myself in the apartment.
Hold on.
I don't even know how to go on Facebook Live.
Okay.
Do you?
Yes.
Have you ever done that?
Yes,
Oh, I don't know.
it's not hard.
It was
You-
kind of fun.
You hit
though.
a button when you're okay. Anyway, it was interesting to say the least. I'm gonna stop beating up blind people when I see them now. I'll tell you that much. I'm gonna
Is that
stop,
when you go
stop bullying them. Yeah,
Just tripping them and
I've been
stuff.
smacking them around for years. Kidding, but dude, people People did get mad. There were some comments when we were first making the videos. They were like, "This is insensitive." It wasn't.
Not at all.
It wasn't meant for that. Like, it's not meant to make fun of blind people. It literally was meant to gain perspective, and I did. And I mean, I'm making jokes on a podcast about it, but it was, it was hard, dude.
interesting.
It was hard. And I anybody that has to live with that every day, man, they're just more mentally tough than I am. I know that. You have to be insanely
Or the caregiver.
patient, mentally
Either
tough.
one.
Caregiver, yeah. 'cause
I don't know which was harder, us doing it or Elena being sighted and trying to follow us around as we're kicking and knocking
I
stuff over all
watched
day.
the video of us, and we look like just two bumbling idiots, just fumbling, like we're like touching things and
We're
bumbling
banging a
around,
lot
and
of shit,
touching, and she's just like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, she's got two phones
She had
going.
2 phones in her hand trying to
That's the thing
upload
too.
stuff.
We're trying to play darts, and we're just like throwing them into the windows,
And
then
I could hear her squeal a couple of times. I'm like, make sure you're not in the line of fire, you know?
Yeah, that was I don't know the whole time. I recommend it, by the way. And if
For
you
sure.
if you're watching this and you think, oh, that's something I can easily do, try it because it's not easy. And if you're watching it and you think, hey, I could never do that, you probably could do it. But
Yeah. I recommend it for sure. I really felt like we accomplished something. The next
I do feel like I'm better than people now. I know that much. I feel like I'm a better person. I feel like people aren't they're not as woke as I am. That's how I feel. I don't know.
Yeah, you're very woke. You're experienced. I don't know. It was a good experience. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
It's not bad. Well,
what else did we want to get into?
I mean, that was a big thing that we did. That was the big thing that we did yesterday. Going back, the recap on the whole week. What else did we do this week? I had a 2-year anniversary. Me and the lady. I made some food and we ate that on our patio. That was
you had
nice.
a quarantine anniversary.
Which was actually, guys.
You took the lady out. for
Anyone
nice
that's
dinner?
had to do an anniversary. Hold on, Elena, shut your ears here. I kept saying, I was like, this is terrible. So upset that we can't go out. It's nice, dude. The pressure's kind of off. You don't have to make like reservations at some nice place.
Easy
Just cook
breezy.
dinner and do something kind of romantic at home, and it's nice. Yeah, it's easier.
Yeah, no
Pressure's
pressure.
off, I think.
No pressure.
No
I mean, you can't
pressure.
be held to a high standard. Can't get her a gift or anything.
No, we don't. I don't.
Yeah.
Do people do? Is all right. Do people do anniversary gifts if you're not married? Like if you're dating someone, you get them a gift. Oh boy, his names look terrible. I guess. Oh. Is she freaking out in the back? Is she losing it? Yeah.
Are you asking if you should ever get your girl a gift?
Well, both of our anniversary. Well, this one we were on quarantine.
Well, you're not gonna have to get her one for the 3rd anniversary.
Yeah. We didn't do gifts both years. So I'm just thinking like if you're married, I know they all have like each year has its own gift. You know what I'm saying? Like
Is
Annivers-
there a 2-year dating anniversary?
I don't think so. That's what I'm saying. Like isn't
I'm sure someone knows.
yeah. We're gonna have to edit this thing out. This doesn't make me look good. I don't know. I just like when you were dating Jen? Did you guys do gifts on anniversaries?
Nah, we just got to dinner.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying don't do anything, but don't get someone like a necklace. When does it end? Birthday, anniversary, Valentine's Day. Like how many? Okay, you give me to stop talking. About.
Yeah, you say whatever you want, man. I'm gonna give you a shovel in a minute. Say whatever you like, brother.
Oh boy. I guess it's I don't know, whatever. I'm not talking anymore. You can bring up the
you gotta.
next thing.
Well, luckily it's not 2 more weeks because it looks like it's all gonna be opened up, bro.
Oh my God, people are opening it. All right, what do you think of that? Do you think just let it? Whoever dies, they die. That's what the Republicans are saying right now. They're like, we need to open the country back up.
It's gonna be interesting, man.
People are gonna die.
You
It's
know
gonna
what's
be
funny
bad
to me?
too.
Like I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to disconnect a little bit, but it's like doctors and scientists say, all right, we got to close down till whatever date, and then at some point, a bunch of other people are like, nah, we don't need that.
Well,
And we went with the other people. We went with a bunch of rednecks from Georgia.
So we're
making the decision.
recording this on Thursday. This comes out on Friday, and when this comes out in the state of Georgia, you can go to gyms, get your hair cut. There's bowling alleys, and then on Monday you can go to restaurants, bars, social clubs. Like you can
bars.
Yeah.
Oh boy, get ready, Georgia.
That is not. I don't know, man.
I don't know. Doesn't feel safe to me, but
You know
I don't know.
what's weird?
I think these cities might be rural, and
You know what?
but
Okay, so
it
I'm
doesn't sound like a
basing-
good idea to me. I
thing
don't
is,
know.
none of us know it. We've never studied anything about infectious disease. So all I'm going on is pure just common sense and what I hear from experts. But I'm sitting here going, it just doesn't feel like a good idea, right?
I just saw the guy yelling, "I need to have a cheeseburger."
Yeah.
And I'm like, you can get a cheeseburger. Where do you live that you can't get a cheeseburger?
People are so upset you can't get your hair cut. Like right now, like I got a little mop going. I haven't gotten a haircut since February.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I'm not
what?
dead.
Cut your hair. I don't.
Yeah.
Or go to the grocery store, get some Clairol hair dye, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't understand
the funniest funniest thing is there's this video. Was it Georgia or Michigan, Minnesota? One of them. But this lady's like, she shows her roots. And she's like, I need to be able to get my hair dyed. And like her roots are bad. And like, I'm like, lady, you're not going to get that hair and then instantly become like fuckable just because your roots are good. Like she was disgusting. Like
she had a half a head of growth. She was like 60 years old and heavy. And it's like, all right, you're fine. Someone loves you no matter what. You know,
or they don't.
Fine.
Or they hate you no matter what.
You're not.
But
I like the ones in Huntington Beach where they're out protesting in front of the Baskin Robbins. And the Baskin Robbins was open.
Just doing to-goes, yeah.
Like, the door's wide open. Go get an ice cream. You're fine.
By the way, it says, give me liberty or give me death outside of an ice cream store. Like, how
Is that a Ben & Jerry's flavor?
Is that, yeah, like, how would you rather, if I can't have her ice cream, kill me. Just fucking take me out back and shoot
it's
me.
open. It's like, you get a McFlurry at McDonald's if
it's
you want
because
diabetes.
All right, so here's how, I mean, people are dumb, which we know. So then you have these dumb people watching Fox News or whatever news, they're watching. A guy like Sean Hannity's on there, and he's like, "Oh, I need to go to a baseball game, and I can drink my beer through a straw under my mask, and I still gotta go." Like, dude,
I don't know.
It's like, dude, no one wants to go out more than me. I want to go out too. I'm losing my mind here, bro. We should be on the road. We're not going to do shows and dates we're supposed to do. We're supposed to go to concerts, fun things. But it's like when you say I need to go have a beer at a baseball game.
Oh,
I don't care if your grandmother dies because of it, or potentially. It sounds nuts. I don't know, man.
I was going to Jazz Fest this weekend.
Oh,
yeah, had a fucking sweet hotel on Frenchman Street.
Yeah, we're supposed to be in Denver for the 420 shows. Damn.
You ever go to Jazz Fest, CJ?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
2 times. I actually went like real young too. There was 1 year where it was Red Hot Chili Peppers played. I was in like 5th grade.
Oh, there you go.
And they let you drink, right?
Yeah,
of course.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he brewed his own moonshine, so it's like, you can't stop him. If you brew it on your own.
That's something you can do blind. You could brew moonshine blind.
Really? There's
Don't
like
you go?
flames and
I think you
pipes
go
and
blind
shit.
if you drink it. That's a good thing. So then you.
If you're already blind, then you can't have some bad hooch.
Right.
Doesn't matter.
Isn't that a thing?
I actually drank
CJ?
moonshine in New Orleans.
Yeah.
What's that? Blind people making moonshine?
No. You can go blind. And Anthony's saying yes.
If you drink bad hooch.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Have you seen someone? Wait. You had to have had some, like, homemade in a bathtub moonshine. I know you have.
I've had some homemade moonshine.
Yes. How did it taste?
It tastes good, man. It was honestly like pretty smooth, but I mean, it was strong as fuck.
We had moonshine. Remember we did a show when we were on tour.
We had trunk liquor.
We had this guy. We were selling shot glasses after the show, and this guy's like, "Hey man, I'll buy a shot glass from you, but you got to try some of my moonshine if I buy it." And we're so poor. We're like, "Fuck yeah, like free moonshine, and you're gonna buy a shot glass?"
Yeah.
And I didn't know. I thought he had like some store bought. I don't know. Dude, we go in this guy's trunk, boop, and he's just got bottles of it.
He had
dude.
like milk jugs,
mason
of
jars,
moonshine
milk
that he
jugs.
made, and we're like, "Yeah, we'll drink that."
He had one of them. It was like one of these moonshine. It was like
Cheers
half,
up, brother.
It was in like half a Coke can, frozen hockey puck moonshine. I was like, "Give me that." No, but
nothing good comes out of half a Coke.
So we
can.
start doing shots with this guy in his trunk, and he's got like weird flavors. Like this one's electric watermelon. We're like, all right, fucking bam. And then he's like, this one's called fucking cocaine. And we're like, bam. We're just drinking these weird moonshines, and I think I had like 6 of those shots.
We were ripped.
I was ripped, bro. And it was like but he had like weird like flavor infused ones.
Flavored. Have you had that?
And it didn't taste bad.
Yeah, it was flavored.
It
They have,
tasted like okay. It tasted like candy and shit.
Yeah, like peach schnapps.
Yeah.
They have flavors of. They have flavors of like blueberry muffin, like all kinds of stuff.
When was the how young or old were you the first time you tried moonshine, Siege?
I was in high school, so
Alright,
I was
it's not
like
bad.
probably 13, 14.
Oh.
No, sorry. Yeah, like probably 15.
That's still pretty young.
5th grade is called high
That's
school. in
still-
Louisiana.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah. I was in high school, so I was like 32.
I was thinking of 9th grade.
No, yeah. It gets confusing.
So mean to
Numbers.
Numbers.
Now, when they said it.
Oh, by the way, see, did you know in your absence, Tim called you AIDSy.
What?
I stood up for you. I said you weren't AZ, but
AZ?
AZ.
Oh, yikes.
That's
Yeah,
all right.
he
First
said-
off, that
he
is
said-
completely out of context.
Oh, we got. Well, it's on. It's recorded.
I mean,
play-
herpes, maybe.
No,
I'm kidding.
Oh, I think you're herpes resilient.
Yeah,
You may be AZ, but you're definitely herpes resilient.
he's got the antibodies for that.
Hey, when they-
for
when-
sure.
CJ, when they found out that the corona came from bats, were you like, uh-oh? Did you feel it all? I know you guys eat some weird shit down
Well,
there.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. It's kind of weird because I talked to a couple of my cousins from back home, and they
get the
said that
download?
they're not taking this seriously at all. Like people
of
are
course
just
they're
like,
not.
yeah, people
They're
are just
still-
going in the store. They don't give a shit.
Dude,
Munching on gator meat.
So like Florida, like we have a lot of people in Florida, and it's I feel like Florida's just like a more tropical New Orleans in a way. You know, like there's
very
it's-
similar.
they're like cousins for sure. You know, like they'll fuck. They're. But anyway, so people in Florida, they're not taking like for Jacksonville Beach is open.
Yeah.
I'm talking to my brother down there, my family. They're like, yeah, people don't care. They're out there.
Wow.
And like Louisiana is one of the quote unquote hot spots, right? Like it's not doing.
How bad would
yeah,
it have
Mardi
to?
Gras.
Yeah, how
Oh,
bad
yeah.
would it have to be for Louisiana to take it seriously? They don't give a shit.
I mean, they took it serious enough to shut it all down.
They changed the convention center to a hospital.
See, it's
Yeah.
pretty serious.
It's bad there.
Yeah.
And they're still like, we don't give a damn.
I feel like, dude. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like those New Orleans folks, Cajuns, those are a resilient, tough bunch. I feel like.
I mean, you know how skeevy New Orleans is already.
yeah. I feel like straight up, dude. Twinkies, cockroaches, and Cajuns. That's what's gonna be the end of it, too. Because those,
That's gonna. Yeah, right.
bro, they
We're
fucking
gonna get rid of all those red states. Are just gonna fade away. It's just gonna be all New Orleans.
they don't
all
care,
Louisiana
bro.
characters.
I remember they had bayous back in Homa, which is like the town I came from. They had like these bayous and like people was swimming them, and they had like TVs and like old tires in them and shit. Like and the water
Shopping
was green.
cars and a bicycle rim.
Yeah, and people would be like on like with their kids, like their car pulled over on the side of the road just to get in the bayou, and like they're in their swim trunks and stuff, like
Dude,
fishing and
Just
shit. And it's
pulling
like,
up
I'm
shit.
telling you,
no
dude,
way.
people from Louisiana are a special breed. Like, and not in a bad way. Dude, I've got everyone I've met from the Louisiana area. I ended up becoming like super. I love like CJ's a great guy. I had a good buddy of mine, Will Stagg from Chicago. He's from like, dude, my buddy Will is so fucking Louisiana. He told us this story about how he's like, dude, and hearing him tell it, he sounds like a redneck, like a redneck Hannibal Buress ish, like his cadence almost. And he's like, man, I was growing up. He's like, I was like 14 and
You recognize
there was this abandoned house, you know, like so me and my buddies would like break into it. Well, it wasn't abandoned. It was like this house that like people owned and but I guess they were like never there. Maybe it was like a vacation home or something. But it was in like their small town in Louisiana. And then he's like, we would just break in there and jerk off, you know, because they had like we'd break in and they had like Playboy magazines in there and we'd have nothing to do. So we'd come home from school and we'd just go over to that. We'd break into that house and we'd jerk off. And like,
That's how you.
he's just telling me this story like it's so casual. I'm like, bro.
That's how you trap the delinquents in Louisiana. You get an empty house and you sprinkle Playboys around. They come
Oh,
at man.
yeah, dude.
But then if you hear what's his Theo Vaughn on his podcast, I heard him telling this great story how he's from Louisiana. It's like this guy was really good at drawing. This kid growing up, so he's like he would just draw boobs and then we'd all go home and jerk off to that. Like
Doesn't
they,
take much.
I don't know, man. Louisiana, what did you jerk off to? CJ, you guys are getting into weird stuff.
When I was young and then didn't have internet yet, I would jerk off to the free Victoria's Secret catalogs that came in.
Nice.
Yeah.
My buddy Will is. I hope he's doing this story. I love this kid. He would tell me his mom. I don't know if he's gonna get mad about. His mom had romance novels
Talking
growing
about
up.
his mom now.
No, but he told us this crazy story when he'd go in his mom's bathroom and like read her romance novels and jerk off to that. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's not gonna get mad that you talk about that.
Yeah, that's really. But he would just get it.
Cool.
He
They
would
would
just
still talk about that at Thanksgiving. Remember that time?
dude, and I'm butchered. He told us all this story one time. I was
No, I think you nailed it.
pissing myself laughing, but yeah, he was like it'd be real. He's a real sensual language, man. Just hilarious. Shout out to Will Stagg. I love that kid.
All right.
Yeah, no, I like Bayou folks. But like, do you have? I don't know. CJ, you seem like pretty well adjusted. Like, I mean, is anyone in your family like super
Not
Cajun?
adjusted?
Like, yeah, just like super like who I think a Bayou person would be.
Yeah, I would say like probably like my uncle on my dad's
You got
side.
you got a couple, right?
Yeah, dude, I got like
Yeah.
a couple of my like one uncle for sure was like just crazy though. I mean, it was more like I don't know. I wouldn't say it was like Cajun, but it was more like just white trash in general.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're splitting hairs here.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, he actually I didn't see him for like 5 years.
yeah.
And then he
was on
one day
That sounds like a crazy Louisiana uncle.
dude,
yeah.
one day he just like showed up at my house, like at like my parents'
Mm-hmm.
house, knocked on the door, haven't seen him in 5 years, like opened the door and he said that he walked from my house from Angola prison,
Whoa.
which is
How far is
like-
that?
It's like 180
Oh
miles.
my
Oh
god.
shit.
Yeah, so he had to like he was like fucked because he didn't have any money whenever they got out.
Man.
No phone, nothing, and like he was trying to call people.
Would
no
one of
was
you went and picked
answering.
him up? That's terrible.
Yeah, no, like nobody would answer.
Damn. He just slapped some alligators on his feet.
He didn't have a phone. I guess he was using like the prison's phone or something, and no one's like answering like random numbers nowadays. So like he was just like,
He went away for 5 years. He served 3, and it took him 2 years to walk back home.
yeah, it was wild. Like his shoes were so warped, they were like curved because he was
long-
walking so long.
Wait, did you get into detail? How long did it take him? That's 180. That's a long walk.
It took him a couple days.
Yeah. I think it would take.
You can walk 20 miles in a day.
I had a buddy of mine walk the Appalachian Trail. It took him 8-9 months though.
Yeah, but
That's crazy. His mom dropped.
yeah.
him
When
off
they
in-
let you out of jail, there's no like parade.
They don't help you
just
out?
open the door and you just walk out.
Oh, I thought the state would be very helpful.
No.
No?
There's like, and you can't even like hang around. They're like, you can go, but you got to go.
Is that a problem people are having? They're hanging around the jail that they just. I'm gonna hang
they
out for a
literally
while.
said that
still.
to me. They're like,
Yeah.
you can't stand out here. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah, no problem.
peace, bitch.
Yeah. You spent you spent what, one day in the pokey?
A week.
You spent a whole week?
Yeah.
That's badass.
Oh yeah, it's great. I'm so badass.
It's cooler than
You can do it.
Yeah.
I'll show you how.
Just close your eyes. Go blind.
Yeah, I should have done the blind challenge then. I
Mm.
should have just told them I was blind. Dude, what they transferred us one time?
Yeah.
I don't-
Wait, if
I
you're
don't want
blind,
to throw my dirty laundry out there, but they transferred us one time, and from like county to the stockade,
Mhm.
and that's when you know you're. Oh fuck, I'm gonna be in there for a minute. So they transferred us to the stockade, and I don't know who they put. They put us on like one of those prison buses or whatever, and there was like 20 of us. And when we got to the stockade, I don't know what one of the guys on the bus had, but whoever received us at the next like jail freaked out, and they're like, "You brought him on with all these." With all these other prisoners, all these other whatever I was at
it's
the time,
probably
inmate
CJ's
or
uncle,
whatever.
dude. They're like, he
And,
can't be here.
and then everyone there is like not really paying attention. I'm like a logical guy. I'm like, whoa, what? They're playing dominoes or they don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm like, what's going on with this other guy over here? What are you talking about? And this like nurse comes out and she's like, all right, I need all of you to go to the shower now and take the hottest shower you possibly can. Put all your
Oh
clothes
my
in this bag. Yeah, I don't know what the guy had, but it was super contagious. And
You got it.
and I got it.
Whatever it is, dude.
So I'm just fucking scrubbing as
Oh
hard as
my
I can.
God.
Like if jail isn't bad enough, I'm like now I got something from one of these guys. No, that was the worst part.
I feel like.
And they didn't tell us what it was. They didn't tell anybody. I don't think half the guys
How
even realized
hot-
what was going on. But
how
I was
hot-
like, this doesn't sound good.
How hot did you shower?
As hot as it would
Yeah.
possibly go. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't mess around with that, man. They don't give you sanitizer and shit. You just go
Mm.
hot all the way.
That's gross, man. I've never done any. Just besides like a couple hours.
You ever spent a night in
No.
the drunk tank or
No,
anything?
I did one time, man. Like
Yeah.
spent a couple hours, but like literally a couple hours while I was just waiting for someone to come pick me up. That was it.
I got a cousin.
Just for being like the little bar fight thing.
I got a cousin. Her husband was a police officer in New Orleans, and I was there for Mardi Gras one time. Not we were there at Mardi Gras weekend. I wasn't there for actual Fat Tuesday, but it was very comforting knowing that I knew, you know, a relative that worked for the police department just in case. And he literally said, the only thing you can't do is piss in the street and kill somebody.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I got this. I'm
So-
probably not going to need your
So
help.
they don't like when they're big on.
And I immediately pissed in the street.
I've never been to Mardi Gras specific, but like I have a good friend of mine, you know Max. He's from
Yeah.
he's from that area. He was living in Slidell, which is close to New
Dirty
Orleans.
Dell.
Yeah, Dirty Dell. And he'd go he'd go every year, you know. And he said one year he's like 17 or 18, and these girls threw him and his buddy like some beads to show him their wieners. So they did.
Oh, they reversed it. Okay.
And these cops grab them like
What?
instantly. As soon as their little peckers come out, boom, put them on a wall, and they're like holding them out. They're like, "What the fuck do you think you're doing?" And the guys are like, "Oh, we like they threw beads at us, whatever." And he's like, "You think you can just? That's indecent exposure. You think you just pull your fucking dick out? Like I should arrest you?" And he's like, "Girls are pulling their boobs out." And the guy's like, nobody wants to see your dick, man. Like, he's like, people come here to see that. And they let him go. But like, I just was like, how? I'm like, did a cop have to tell you that? like really?
What do you mean?
Like, if some girl threw beads at me, she's like, show me your. I'd be like, take your beads back. You don't want.
There's
You don't
definitely
want
a double standard for female nudity. And
No
male
one's
nudity.
like, yeah. I saw a penis the other day with Elena.
There you go.
Yeah, we were walking to Target.
One a day.
And this
Keep
guy
going,
was just
Jeff.
in the streets, penis out.
I was doing video cameras years ago at a not quite a theme park, but remember it's like a small theme park. It would have like bumper cars and
Carnival?
roller coasters. No, it was permanent, like Six Flags. It wasn't Six Flags. Some little one of those little Florida roadside
Sure.
Amusement parks. It had video games and bumper cars, but they had bumper boats. It was like bumper cars, but there were inner tubes. It was a pretty big tank, and people would get on it. And I was working in the back in the security office, and they had a lifeguard that I guess was new. And he said, "Some girl's getting on the bumper boat. She wants to know if she can take her shirt off and go on in her bra."
Yes.
And I'm like, I'm working there. I'm like, yeah, like,
yeah.
who says that you can't do that? What kind of rule is that? I'm like, what's wrong with this kid?
Yeah.
Of course you can.
No one's ever like mad at that.
No,
I don't even think other girls get mad at that, right?
no.
Like, oh my god, I was in the bumper boat and this girl had her boobs out. It was
Everyone
terrible.
loves boobs.
Yeah,
man.
they're nice. They're not as
It's a great equalizer.
it's not as jarring. You see a penis, you're like,
No, lock that
that'll
up.
fuck your day up.
I don't see Max's penis.
Yeah, like it is jarring, dude. Because it's not supposed to be out. Like
No,
you
hide it.
know,
Lock
like
it up.
it's like every cell in your body's like, uh-oh. That thing, like
We're genetically engineered
Yeah.
to just know like there's danger as approaching.
I feel like even when women are hooking up with a guy and like they know like, all right, we're gonna have sex, as soon as it comes out, there's still like
It's
a
still
half
like a-
second, like, oh yeah, that's right, I wanted to come out. Okay, I
we're
forgot.
supposed to be here.
Yeah, they have to remind themselves like, I took it out. That's
Should
right.
that be out right now?
Yeah, yeah.
But meanwhile, a boob that pops out, a nip slip, everyone's happy.
Everyone's happy.
It's so good. I was like 12 years old one time, and I was hanging out with some buddies in front of our house, and this lady, I guess we were being too loud late at night. We were in like, it was like a community pool, and we're sitting around the pool, and it was, I guess the pool closed at 11. It was like midnight, and this lady that lived in the complex came over to yell at us, and she had like a halter top,
Nice.
but she had, I guess, got dressed in the dark or whatever, and she came out, and her whole tit was hanging out.
While yelling?
While yelling at like 12 teenage boys. She's like, "You guys are being too loud. You need to go." We're all just like, it's her tits out.
Oh my god.
As a
It's so-
12-year-old, that was pretty fun.
Yeah, it's funny. How do you feel about breastfeeding in public?
Doesn't bother me at all.
don't think- yeah.
I don't get that one.
Take it
at
out.
all.
Yeah. And it's
How
not
did-
even, by the way, and just to clarify, because it not even like in a sexual way. Like when someone's breastfeeding, there's nothing like it's
zero sexuality.
yeah. But
there.
I just think like who cares? It's a
don't-
baby and a boob, the two most beautiful things on this planet. And then
Yeah.
like who
yeah,
cares?
who is that bother? You don't like babies or you don't like boobs? What,
Either
what,
way,
what don't you
I'll
like?
fight you.
Or eating.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like to watch people eat in public. That's gross. But
Nah, but if someone's eating a boob,
yeah, it doesn't bother me at all.
Change the game.
Now you go in the airports and they got these little tiny closets. It's
Yeah.
just so I'm like,
you know
what
what's
is wrong with
oh my
you?
god, so funny you brought that up. So they have these like breastfeeding capsules so we can go.
Yeah, yeah.
I forget what airport I'm in. I'm laid over. We're coming back from somewhere, probably a couple months ago, and I was so tired. I forget what we didn't sleep the night before. I don't know why. Like, I couldn't sleep on the plane, and the connecting flight got delayed, so I had like 6 hours, and I was so mad. I was looking for a place to like lay down and like sleep for a little bit,
You
and
sneak in?
and there's no. I thought about it so hard. I was like, what if I just go in there, put occupied, take a nap?
Locked down.
It's a booth. It's like shut down from everyone, and I could just sleep in there, and then I thought about it, and then I pictured myself opening the door to come out, and there being like a crowd,
That would be the hard part.
like a crowd of people like
Yeah.
looking at me
a
like
bunch of pregnant women holding
Yeah.
their babies. They're all lined up in queue.
just like wet stains
Sorry,
on their shirts
yeah.
here. Like, what are you doing? We gotta
Well, nowadays you just identify as a mother. There you go.
Yeah. with no baby.
Well, that one that'd be hard.
Where do they draw the line with what you can identify as
A mother.
mother?
Yeah.
Well,
I think we reached the end.
anything else you got, Timmy?
Clubs are starting to open back up. I just heard that Oklahoma City Club opened up
Bricktown
in May.
in May.
Um,
I'm hoping. I feel confident about June. I feel good about June.
June's definite.
And we're gonna start sending some avails out to all the comedy clubs for this summer, and we'll start getting hopefully some good, some more dates posted, and we'll get those.
Boise
Up and out to you
mid-June.
guys.
Spokane, Tacoma still on. San Jose, we're coming your way.
Brea, June 10th.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't play.
We'll be out there. Listen
and-
to Dope City broadcast on YouTube.
Yeah,
iTunes.
They're watching it.
What
Yeah.
else is
Oh yeah,
there?
iTunes and Podbean.
Is that CJ?
No, yeah, CJ. And, yeah.
Quick, man.
All right. Anything else?
No, tell a friend.
Tell a friend and tell
We'll
a friend.
see y'all next week.
Say bye, Tim.
Cheers, y'all.